What does Zach Wilson do better than Trevor Lawrence?
Zach Wilson, I'm blown away by Zach Wilson, Dan. I look at it and say this is an Aaron Rodgers, a Patrick Mahomes, a Brett Favre-ish type guy. One, he's a more consistent bullseye, dead-eye thrower. And I mean that with, and I love Trevor Lawrence. He's worthy of the number one pick. I know I'm getting a lot of crap about that. I'm not trying to make this about, oh, he's not good. There's a lot to love about him. But Zach Wilson, it's just every ball is a perfect spiral on the money. All the plays that are there to be had for easy completions, he really never misses. And then it's the plays when there's nothing there that he is really special and able to create and buy time and make unbelievable plays with his arm and his ability to deliver the ball in magician-like ways like a Mahomes or an Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I still go back to the Coastal Carolina game. I know it's only one game, but what
Sure.
I saw was somebody who got really frustrated, didn't hold his composure whatsoever, and really, Coastal Carolina's defense really got into his head. You're not going against Alabama here.
I
And
know.
and he let
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina get into his head. And I always want to see what the quarterback does after he's thrown the interception, after you've been sacked.
Sure.
That was the
Sure.
one thing that stood out with Zach Wilson this past year. He's extremely talented, but that
Yeah.
bothered me, Chris.
I hear you. He's got tremendous passion. I always watch the worst game. And I'll say is, damn, if that's his worst game, holy cow. There was some unreal throws where I just go, listen, there's not a lot of people on the planet that can do some of that. Now, they had a good defensive game plan. He wasn't totally on his A game. There's no doubt about that. And, I don't mind the passion aspect of it and all of that. And then, again, I don't know all of those things behind the scenes. I'm just trying to evaluate what I see on the football field. And even in that game, which was his worst game of the year, it still was really damn good. He made some throws that they had some drops in the game and all of that. And, I understand it's Coastal Carolina and all of that. It's not Alabama. But he also doesn't have Clemson and Alabama's offense and things to help him out the same way, too. We have to remember that. The competition thing, I hear that a lot. Well, it's not the same competition. Well, I understand that. But Trevor Lawrence got to step on the field in every game in the ACC, and they were clearly the better team. It's not even close. So there is some benefits to having that as well. Throwing into tight coverages or throwing under pressure, I don't really care what level that is. Oh, he's open by an inch. Man, the guy hits the target. Oh, it's a tight window. He hits the target. And he'll adjust according to, yes, the speed might be different in the NFL. Of course, it'll be greater and all of those things. But, Phil Simms, the Josh Allens, the Joe Flaccos, the Terry Bradshaws of the world, they came from schools like that and ended up doing okay. So I don't go too crazy with that aspect all the time.
What is Trevor Lawrence missing?
To me, it's just some refining for me. And again, I expect Trevor Lawrence to be the number one pick. I don't think he's better than Zach Wilson, but with Jacksonville, Urban Meyer, he runs a college-y type offense. I could see, it's a great fit, let alone Trevor Lawrence in that region of the country. We know he's a big deal. He's a big deal altogether. But I think it's more of just the consistency of throwing that I looked at, Dan, that I didn't expect to see. As I turned the film on, I knew I was going to see a lot of awesome plays and all of that, and I really like Trevor Lawrence again. But there were more missed throws and errant throws than I expected to see as I started to go through it. And, of course, hey, his team is really good, and, they have a special way of calling a game where you got to worry about a screen to ATN, and you got to worry about a screen to receiver, and then they fake that, and there's somebody wide open down the middle of the field. He's awesome prospect. Like I said, definitely worthy of the number one pick. I just think Zach Wilson's like a ready-to-go NFL system superstar right now.